just finished raining. But then I don't think that should be a factor. I don't know what's happening today. The network is just not being fair to me. I'm back again. Oh, I hope my people are still online. As in today is just not my day, Gaskia. And it happens like that too. Sometimes it can be so bad. In fact, as it stands now, I have I have even purchased um and other SIM cards. Like, okay, mainly my service provider was MTN, but I had to now stretch to buy Airtel and Glow because sometimes when you rely on one network, in fact, almost all of them, in fact, I'm just tired. Hi Onyeka. Hi Jerry, thank you so much for coming back. I said today is not my day. Like, I don't know, the network has been unfair to me. My major network providers have always been MTN. But as it stands now, I had to try my hands on other network providers too. I had to try Airtel, I had to try Glue. Wallahi. And rain just fell though, right? But that rain is not for me. I don't want to use it as an excuse. Rain falls heavier than this, and the network is still fair. But today's own, I don't know. I don't know. My village people are on my case. This they don't want me to talk. Oh, and honestly, to see that now, I even make a video. Onyeka, even my main channel. Onyeka, I don't know if you've noticed that it's been a while I posted. Hmm. I'm starting an exam in the next 2 weeks, or even less than that. My exam is starting on the 5th of September. Less than that, Seth. So it's been tough on me on this side, to be honest with you. Or you know what, when you can try giving the stream a thumbs up. I don't know if anybody comes. Let me start and be reminding that give a stream a thumbs up. All those things they are on algorithm level. I wanted to even use StreamYard, but there was something I noticed now with StreamYard. Now you have to pay. You understand? You have if you must use the free version, if you must use the free version of StreamYard, after 1 year, they will delete the live stream. You understand? And for a small channel that is struggling, that has not even been monetized, if they delete your live stream, that is not fair now. You get it will really, that that's what is even affecting my watch time, because the way I saw my watch time is drastically reducing. Maybe I will check those my old live streams that I did with StreamYard. I'm surprised when I just saw it that in order to retain those ones, so you have to pay, you have to upgrade and pay for them to, honestly, because I noticed at some point my watch time was over 2,000. I was even happy. I say, by God's grace, I'll soon monetize. All of a sudden now the thing really dropped. Although I know as the day goes by and all of that, but the way the thing dropped, it tired me. Only for me to now notice that they said that after a year, my dear. So as we were talking now before the network went off about color matter, eh? No, all of them in that house. That's why every time they will tell you situation. But although feelings they come up one or two, like I said, I noticed Kanyikumi and Isabella, the sort of caught feelings because for the very first time in the show of Big Brother, where the men are being evicted, because usually it's the women that normally admit that yes, they are in a relationship in the house or whatever. They're the ones that carry the situationship on their head. But the men, most of the time, they are usually very cocky about those situationships they end up meeting in the house. But for the very first time in Big Brother show, the men came out of the house and they are owning it with their full chest that yes, they were actually in a relationship. And I'm so impressed about that. Yeah. Is it better now, Onyeka? Can you hear me? Give the stream a thumbs up, please. Very important. Thumbs up, thumbs it up, I beg. Thank you. Very important. Thank you. You get, in as much as after she left, but that color in Onyeka, that color is a case. Now after she left, when after Kanyikumi left, I mean, Isabella started crying. So the next thing, Kanyikumi Kola started telling her that there were some things that were not so nice that Kanyikumi was saying about her. But for me, they should have but even at that, it's not like she's still like is bitter towards Kaikumi. No, she's still not bitter towards Kaikumi. Was she disappointed? Yes. Even today in her diary session, she said it that she was now disappointed at some things she now heard that Kaikumi was saying. And you know what I'm noticing now? Like, how do I even put it? This season, I really don't know how their targeted contestants came on board. Do you get? Okay? I don't know how the targeted contestants came on board, but the ladies, they really tried with the ladies, but with the guys, I don't know. I'm not saying the guys are not players, but To me, there is not the match, the power play, the match between the guys and the ladies. I know that they say that women, but kai, no, the match is not. So, but that's by the way. Um, Speaking about relationships again, abi situationships in Big Brother house. Onyeka, what's your take about Mide and Bright? I feel for that girl, and that girl is too beautiful. This season has the best guys. This season has the best guys. I think Pepper Them season had the best guys. Pepper Them season where there was Oma Shola, there was what was this boy's name? Sheyi Awolo that just came at All Stars and rubbish himself. I'm sure. And he said that his mom asked him not to come for that All Star, but he wasn't. He was one that insisted. I tell you, he was one that insisted and came for that All Star. Then damn was that boy, that Michael, I think is he Mike Harris, that guy that was based abroad, came and left. You could name them for me. That was the season. Fraud was also from that season. Pepper them for me had the honestly they had the best guys. For me, they had the best guys. Yeah, that one has scam media and bright. I'm telling you. The media is so desperate. See, yesterday was she trying to propose an open relationship for them? I didn't understand. I'm telling media is like capable, just beautiful nonsense. I'm telling you, beautiful nonsense. When I find finish, but when I know they utilize, when I know they utilize on her beauty and on her handsomeness, media is just wasting that her beauty. Eh? Me, oh, imagine the way Kanyukumi was so crazy about Midday, even while he was doing some nasty things with Isabella, he was still thinking of Midday. On several occasions, Mide was even an issue between him and Isabella, whereby he would look Isabella in the face and tell Isabella that Mide is one on his mind. And I'm very sure it was not only Kanyukumi that had Mide in mind. Other guys too had Mide in. Like Mide just four-person hand with that Bright. And but Bright came into that house feeling like a Nollywood actor with swag, with steez and all of that. And to his disappointment, none of the ladies in the house are even looking at his face. Now, the media that managed to look at his face, I don't think he's down with Mide. For me, I feel Bright even still has eyes on Dede. I don't know whether he tried coming close to Mide just to be able to be close to Dede, like by proxy or something like that. Which word will I use? I swear, she does not have self awareness at all. She just likes being bossy. I don't know if you notice it. She likes to act like one auntie. She likes to be. She feels. They feel where that she they carry herself go where she never reach. You understand? She they carry herself go. She has this wannabe attitude. She has it when she at first I liked her. I really, really liked her because when she first came on more Mide has one kind of eye like this, like her eyes tells a lot of story. Dede is not the most beautiful girl, but she has it. Oh, come and take. Onyeka, thank you. Because you know me, when I talk now, people will think that me, I'm trying to be jealous. She knows what she wants. Thank you very much. You heard me the first time for my first live stream that I noticed that my data was finished. Me, Dede is not like she's not like the finest girl, right? Because you see Tracy is another very beautiful girl, as much as Tracy is just I don't know. Tracy, it was the week of when she was head of house, she really showed herself, but afterwards, I don't know, she's almost getting missing in that house. Big Society is another very beautiful girl. Zita is another fine black beauty. Dede is not the finest. There's how Joanna, to me, is even finer than Dede. But just like you said, she's standing on business, and that is very attractive. That is it, Onyeka. You're very correct. She's standing on business, and that's me. Because when you look at her, nothing. See the nose like my own for here. Nothing. Yeah, she has the height, she has the body, she's very fine. Like, her physique is very clean like this. I love her physique. But when they're busy saying face card, I was just looking, I'm like, it's just that her demure. Like, I remember when we were in the university, there was one of our classmates, our friend as well. Like, I don't want to if I can mistakenly call her name. If she can't see this live stream, but she go call me, finish me. Let me don't call her name. But she's not like, when you look at the face card, the face, she's not the finest. In fact, I don't want to use the word ugly, but she's the less attractive person facially. But that girl has it, right? I don't want to give too much details because if I give too much details, she will know it's her I'm talking about. She has it. Like, where, let me say, we're talking of exposure and socialization. Yes, yes. Now, like socialization, where we were, in our own exposure and socialization. Let's say we're on level 2. This babe was already like on level 7. Among all of us, when I talk of all of us, we're more than 10. Like, our class, then maths department, we had a very good relationship, the ladies. We had, because this is how it was, right? I actually read mathematics education. Okay. Now this is how it was. Under the I was under faculty of education, then Department of Science and Technology. But I still had a very close relationship with natural sciences. Why? Because I studied mathematics education. Do you understand? So this is how it was. Natural sciences, they had mathematics BSc, they had computer science, they had statistics, and then they also still carry us along mathematics education, right? So we were a very big class because we had a lot of courses back and forth, elective, compulsory, like. So the ladies were all together. So when you just come, you say a maths department, the ladies in maths department, but it's not all of us that were studying maths. Some were studying computer science, some were studying statistics, right? So we were all together. So when I'm talking of all of us, there was this unity among we the ladies. I said, among us, what is 10? We're more than 10 among all of us ladies, and even guys. That babe was the first to have a laptop. That babe, like, because her background gave her a huge amount of exposure. She literally had something to say on every freaking topic. Are you talking of football? She's there. Are you talking of politics? She's there. Are you talking of um uh, um what even foreign politics? Those days I won't forget, during the time of George Bush and John McCain. That year, like, she was current. This was the person that in their house they had satellites, they had dish. We were busy watching NTA and PRTV. I grew up in Jos now, Plateau Radio, television. She was way ahead of all of us. She could enter anywhere and get noticed. No be say she fine. I'm telling you. So even I saw Dede, I saw that my friend in Dede. No be say they're fine, but they just have it. Like, nah, you see this individual traits, you see this personality. If God bless you with personality, God blesses you with a presence. You see all this beauty privilege, people are shutting up and down, and they're not lucky because beauty privilege. Mm. Personality for me is ahead of beauty privilege. I'm not saying beauty privilege does not exist. Beauty privilege does exist. But you see, personality, that's the main thing. That's the odogu of the whole conversation. You see, personality, that is the odogu and odogu rest of the whole conversation. I say, it is gonna be like saying juju. You go to feel say you fine past this babe. But you guys will go into a social space. And as long as there's a conversation back and forth, maybe physically, hmm, these guys will be attracted to you, to us, right? Ah, see, fine babe and all of that. But when there's a conversation or there's some form of interaction, trust me, all of them are with that babe. This is a good investors because we are looking at her, and that is what is happening to their sultana, right? And their cartel with their Gigi. Now, looking at Dede, she's not all that. She's not all that. But they keep wondering why these men are going. Why? Because of the personality traits there, because of that individual trait there. I said, and when we hang out, go like that from afar, now they rush us. But when they come closer and begin to have some level of interaction with us, nah, all of us go home be like escorts. You see, everyone will just rally around her. She will just be like the queen bee. I be queen bee, I be queen or bee queen, I don't know what do you call it, where everybody is around her. Then all of you will now, I said there was a time, them with small picking brain, now we're like, I be this babe, get one kind jazz. You get like men of all ages, so young, oh, old, oh, middle age, oh, the moment from afar to a point that let me even tell you something, you will laugh, Onyeka. We didn't even want to introduce her to anybody where, especially when someone you're at a talking stage with. When you're at a talking stage with someone, it's risky. It's as good as nothing has really happened. It can go south. So you don't even want her to see. Onyeka, for now, I don't have a favorite too. I go, I swing. Let me don't talk any like that. I go both ways. Like I am just for everybody, and I'm for nobody. Honestly, I love everybody's personality. I can break down everybody's personality for you one after the other. But favorite, I don't have a favorite. Who do you like? Okay, who do I like the more? I like Isabella. Funny enough, I like Isabella. And that was when she started misbehaving. And it didn't pay me. There was time I wanted to even do a dedicated video for her. I'm like, how can you come into the house and say you do not like female friendship, is only male? And I'm so happy that the men are showing her shaggy. I'm very happy. Today, when during her live stream session, she was complaining about Collar, that she does not trust Collar that much. She understands. I said, no, stay with the men. She now, she don't go pitch her attention. She just go click to Imi, see them. Right now, whether she likes it or not, she's with the ladies. Like when she first said that thing, I don't know if it was her own strategy. I don't know if it was her own way of announcing her own presence by saying that she doesn't do female friends, that she does only male friends. And I'm like, are you serious? When I meet a lady that says that thing, I see someone that is being misogynist, or I don't know, someone that is being brainwashed or trying to be a pick me. She's a fine girl. I don't know why she's trying. I was just trying to connect the dots. But I'm happy that the men are showing her shaggy. I be on the same boat. You two, you don't have any. I say, I wish she said that thing, but I like her very well. That was at some point I kept stalling it. I was like, do you know when Kanye Kumi left the house? I was happy last week. Hey, I was happy. I was like, at last, let this girl just focus on the game, because that boy was beginning to make that girl look bad. Onyeka, if you know what I'm trying to say to you, because gradually it was becoming soft porn between the two of them. You understand? It was a soft, you know what I mean now. I can understand how to a certain level. Those babes can't be trusted. Yeah, yeah. The men too, can they be trusted? Hey, the men will be the one that will conveniently even throw you under the bus the more. See, let me tell you something. Maybe I don't know, Sha, your own level of exposure, Onyeka, but you see, most men do not see women as their equals. And that is why it is very easy for them to throw women under the bus. I remember there was a conversation that happened, I think, within this week between Victory and Queen, that the internet, when you went on X, I say I had to recover my X account because of Big Brother. Because if you see, go to X, and when you go down former Twitter, that is where the heat is on. That is where you understand the show. Even if you don't sit down and watch the show, you understand the show. Now that this week, there was a conversation between Victory and Queen, which even me, I was a bit confused. But like I say, I try not to be too critical on these housemates, because at the end of the day, it's just a show, it's just a game. Now, look what Konyi is saying. To me, typically, that is a man for you. A man can never see a woman as a friend that he can be loyal to. Onyeka, um, if I was a guy, I fit call you now. Say, see, you things they as get as he did. And the next thing that will come to your mind is, how I want to help this my guy. Do you understand? Or the question that you might ask would be, that's from what me I've seen from the around me, what I've observed. The next thing will be like, you get what you want me to help you do? I see guys interact like that. But if it is the other way round, as a female, I came to you and said, guys, see, the next you say, what will you do now? And call your friends now. You can see instantly there will be this repelling energy. There will be this, I beg, carry your wallet, they go. Do you understand? I've had male friends that when I call, some of them are even afraid. If I say, I beg, or if I send them message, I beg, I need a favor. You could see from their countenance or from their responses, it's like, I beg, no carry wallet, come here. Do you understand? But when their guys call them, even if they are eating, they will leave that food, they'll wash their hand quickly, leave that food and run and go and meet their guy. Are you understanding me? Like, let me give you another example. There was a time at my car, my battery was down, so sometimes it can just mess me up at the wrong time, right? So I called a friend. He now told me that, where did he tell me he was safe? I forgot where he said he was. My car broke down in a filling station. So you could see, yeah, in a filling station. And I don't know what really happened, Sha, but that day the place was slow. There was no help coming. I don't really understand, Sha, this world that we are these days. And this is it. And I called him. Next thing I told him that, where was he said and that he's coming? No, I don't know. There was just, he said he was trying to wrap up. I can't really remember honestly, because this thing I'm telling you is more than 2 years ago. So I'm like, okay, no wahala. Do you get? I'll wait. And I had no choice than to wait, because who else was I supposed to call? Okay, one of my friend, uh, I called one of my friend's husband. He now told me he was very far away. That child, sorry, he was very far away. And because they know me and this guy were very close, he now said, I called that your friend now. So I said, I've already called him. So he later came around. Now there was a day we were together with this same person, and a friend of his, a male, called him with the same issue. Did you see the coincidence of the whole thing? With the same issue of car battery somewhere that he was stuck, and where he was stuck was far. And this guy did not even have enough fuel in his car. His friend called him. This guy became confused. What we were even doing, he just got confused, left whatever it is we're doing. Now he was like, please, that should help him with my car. I just looked at him and I shake my head. That should help him with my car key. That his own car, there's not enough fuel that will drive him up to that place. I just look at him like, then fuel was, if the price of fuel was even good, 4,000 naira fuel can be very valuable. So I think I had, so I now gave him my car key. Now went to help the friend and came back. And I was just looking at him. I'm like, it's just we women that are in denial. We women, we see men as human beings, but men don't see us as that. When you're in trouble as a woman, you're on your own. But when their guys are in trouble, that broke code. I'm even surprised for the very first time. Eh? I in Big Brother house, I saw Faith that first time that it wasn't too clear though. Faith and Jason almost had issue because of Sultana. I was very surprised because there is no season of Big Brother show that guys have issue over a lady. If I, if anything said, they will sit down and have an understanding, which that was what Jason and Kola at some point wanted to do. I don't know for them, but at the end of the day, because they're not, I don't know for them, Sha, but the thing just didn't go the way it was. Hi, Bayanda. Thank you so much for coming. Please give the stream a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate. So that this week that just passed, that conversation between Koyi and Victory, even if it was like that, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Men, I'm not surprised. So if I'm glad Dede is playing a game. See, that girl is how old, she said, but that girl has, I'm sure she has, I won't say she has experience, but probably I don't know, she's just, well, she's observant. Do you understand? She's observant. I remember back then when we were in school, there was one of my friend that were the same age, but she's so wise. And the reason why she's wise is because she has older sisters. Oh, thank you so much, Bayanda. It's because she has older sisters that are even old enough to give birth to her. Sure, you understand. She has older sisters. So you could see that there was this guidance. So probably Dede, I don't know, because Dede doesn't even talk about her family. She doesn't talk about herself. And I remember within the weeks of Mide was saying such. Yeah, they were having that conversation with Bright, and she said that Dede doesn't really, that Dede is someone that doesn't really talk about herself, and she's okay with that. She doesn't have an issue with that. You get? So Dede is that girl at 23. Yeah, she's 23. She's so smart, like she's so wise. Let me use the word wise. Wise, I think, is better in this context. She's so wise. You understand? She's so wise. I said yes, day before yesterday, I heard her and Joanna having a conversation, which I kind of get that she's just trying to make the audience realize that I'm playing a game, because a lot of people misunderstood that anger, that she was angry that Kola kissed Isabella. It's not like that. I looked, saw it through the angle of a female. If you claim you love me, you're chasing me, you and I'm putting you to test to know, because see, let me tell you something, everybody has their attachment style. I'm this kind of person that my attachment style is care. I care so much about you, right? That's my own love language, right? And that's my, unfortunately for me, I'm the kind of person that I would, if I'm in your life, get whether romantic or cordial or casual or acquaintance, I just feel that it should show, like, how do I even put it for you? I'm this kind of person that if we're cool, cool, we're there, we're there. I don't mind. I don't mind even if it's weekend or monthly. I can send you hi. Like, I'm just all for keeping in touch. That's the truth. Let me just don't lie to you. I am all for keeping in touch. If I'm in your life, I should be in your life, not where I am in your life and it's looking like, we just day. I don't know how to, I don't know how to separate my emotions from my actions. That's the truth. I might not be as I might not be as straightforward, right? But I I don't know how to separate my emotions from my presence in your life. Do you understand? I feel if we are that cool, there should be that level of checking up on each other. There should be that level of exchanging information. Do you understand? If we're that close, right? But the kind relationship where you come knock my door, hey, I beg borrow me 10K, I beg borrow me 20K, then you disappear for months. I don't see you. I call you, you won't even answer. I send you message, you won't even reply. And then you just, when you need something again, you come to my DM or you come to my doorstep. Now, to me, that's you using me, and I don't accept that. Now, so what am I trying to say? I have an unhealthy attachment style. That is why I will just say to you clearly, because there's something I notice with those kind of contradictions. For instance, I'm this type that I have this attachment style that they call it anxious attachment. And then you're an avoidant. There's an avoidant style, right? Where you don't want stress. Like, there's people like that. They just don't want you to stress them. And we are fine, we're cool, or whatever. But they don't. Now, you see, those two conflicting personalities will result to a toxic relationship. Not necessarily you guys are toxic individuals. No, you get. Now, I see that in Dede and Kola. If Dede and Kola date each other, let's say peradventure emotions come between them, that relationship will not last. Or if it does last, it will be very, very toxic. Because when you look at Kola, Kola is emotionally demanding. He's very, very emotionally demanding. Kola, I see Kola, he calls himself a lover boy. I see Kola like someone that when you're his girlfriend, he wants you to go everywhere with him. He wants you to know everything that is happening. Even if you want to enter toilet, he go call you, tell you, say, I want go shit too. If he wants to eat, you tell you, say, I want eat too. I want eat amala. Oh. Like, I see Kola like that kind of person. Yeah. And I see Dede like someone that, and I see her like this other person that is like, oh yeah, do you, I do myself. I do you. Like, we did, but like you can even see it. She's enjoying herself. She has Mide, she has Joanna, and because she and Joanna have struck a very good relationship, obviously. She has Queen, she has Jason, like she enjoys her moments with all of these people. But you day, you be my person, you to do you. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say here, whereby the connection style or the attraction style is opposite of each other. Now, once it's opposite of each other, to be honest with you, that relationship is going to end up being toxic. I remember I met a friend one time like that sent me one kind of message. The next thing I told this friend was that I was like, this message you're sending is highly manipulative and it's going to lead to a toxic situation. And lo and behold, that was how it ended. It ended in a situation where this person called me, called me toxic. Called me toxic. Meanwhile, I wasn't offended, but I was a bit pissed off. But I wasn't offended. Why I wasn't offended was because I understood the nature of what played out. And I know myself. I know I am not toxic. I just knew that it was our difference in personality that made that relationship toxic. So even if we reconcile, it's easy to reconcile, especially when there are feelings involved. But the thing remains that we are still going to go back to where we came from. So there's no need of repeating a pattern that looks like wash, rinse, dry, and repeat. Wash, rinse, dry, and repeat. To me, it's exhausting, right? And because there's a contrast in the emotions, it's not looking like one person is to be blamed, because at the end of the day, it's like the day that that's 2 nights ago that Dede confronted Kola. Like for the first time, she was firm, she was assertive. She put her foot down. She literally like like listen to me for once. You understand? She was very firm that day. Now Kola has been walking about with the victim tag, because if you ask me, he's the victim. He's the victim in the situation between him and Dede. He's been walking about with the victim tag, not realizing that Dede also has her own pain. Dede is also nursing her own pain, or nursing her own up. Okay, let me just say pain. Pain. It's not as if there's any strong emotional bond between the two of them. But Dede is also having her own challenges. But he doesn't see through it. What he just knows is that I like this girl. I've been pursuing her. I've been checking her, and she's suffering me. She's giving me wahala and all of that. He doesn't see the fact that probably because there was the time the girl even told him, she at the beginning. I know one thing with men don't listen. That's the problem with men. Men don't listen. Now she told him that she grew up in an environment where there is so much love to give. So she is not lacking for love. She was not love deprived. So sometimes when she even meets outsiders handing over so much love to her, she doesn't even know what to do with it. It's just like money. If you have plenty of money, like my rich friends, when I want to gift them, I don't even know what to gift them, because it's like they have everything. So what I'll just be searching my head. What am I going to gift this person? What am I going to gift this person? So that is how it is. Dede's life is filled with so much love. So when you come give her additional love, sometimes she doesn't really know what to do with it. Not that she does not appreciate it. She does appreciate it, but coming from where she's coming from, so what you're expecting of her, she's not able to give it to you. And that is the individual differences. Like me, when I do things for people, I don't do them because I want them to pay me back, or I want them to do it for me back in return. I just want you to see how much I appreciate you, or how much I care about you. And then there should just be a certain level of reciprocation. Not exact level of reciprocation, but some level of reciprocation when necessary or when needed. So friendship between male and female is something that is a bit dicey. I'm not against it, but I just look at it that most friendship between men and women is the women that end up losing more. Honestly, it always l- comes out a parasitic, is never symbiotic. My own personal opinion. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, it's totally fine. Okay, let me stop here, and hopefully if I have time tomorrow, or let's see how the day is going to look like after the eviction, because this is already past 1. I need to go and pray. Maybe let's see how it goes. If I can still come back, I'll come back. If not, we'll see hopefully maybe tomorrow. But if I can come back, I'll still come back later on, because it's just past 1 and eviction is not till 7 o'clock. So if I can come back, I would come back. Otherwise, tomorrow by the special grace of God. Monica, thank you so much. You made my day. You made it happen. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, bye.